Hi, today we are at Bistro New Orleans, where we always are when shooting this series.
Actually, this is my husband's restaurant.
The address?
北堀江西区大阪.
What kind of food do they have?
About the food, let's ask the owner himself. Cici.
Hey. Oh, hey, everybody. I'm CC. I'm the owner of this restaurant and the executive chef. Our restaurant serves New Orleans cuisine and also cuisine from the rest of the American South.
Do you use family recipes?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, and many of the recipes come from some of them come from my grandmothers and my mother.
Do you feature any Japanese fusion dishes?
A few. I don't change the taste itself because I don't want to disappoint customers from New Orleans and the West. Plus, there's no need to change it. But our karaage is called karaage because it's pieces of fried chicken. But we use a different part of the chicken, and the spices are pretty much southern Louisiana or the American South.
Could you tell us what is on menu and chef's recommendation?
Sure. Chief on the menu is the gumbo, which is a type of soup. It's a thick and hearty soup. For seafood lovers, there's the oyster stew, which is seasonal. You'll hear about that later. You'll also hear about oysters Rockefeller. You'll hear about about one of our sandwiches. Excuse me, a chorizo, which is a type of sausage, which is a French version of chorizo. We also have some nouvelle pastas, a crab meat au gratin pasta, which is based on a French dish. As far as recommendations, if you're new, I'd suggest the gumbo. That's the best way to start. It's the best way to get a taste of southern Louisiana.
I eat roast beef sandwiches every time I come here for the video shooting. I love them and I can't stop eating it. Also, the last time I ate oyster stew, which is the winter-only menu, it was really delicious with the spices.
I'm glad you liked it.
By the way, you have many foreign customers, don't you?
Yeah, they hear about us through word of mouth, mostly. They come here and they tell their friends. So now it's like an information exchange here. They'll throw parties and things like that.
Which country are they from mostly?
Well, if we talk about all my customers, half are Japanese local, and the other half are Westerners, North Americans, Canadians, Americans, some Latin Americans, Europeans, and Australians and New Zealanders.
You sometimes do live shows.
Yes, I happen to know some musicians here in Kansai. They like to come here and do shows because of the intimacy of the place, and they get to eat for free. I have singers, saxophonists, guitar players. We have bands here sometimes. One time we fit a 7-piece brass band in here. Don't know how. But a lot of the musicians are Westerners, but some are Japanese who are jazz artists and have spent time in New Orleans and really want to play to a crowd that would appreciate them.
What time do you open?
From about 3 to about 11.
Don't you have lunch?
Usually we don't, but if you have about 10 people, you can book lunch in advance. I normally don't have lunch because the food takes a long time to cook, and this neighborhood isn't really prone to a lot of business for lunch, particularly not sit-down lunches. We're also closed on Tuesdays, but if you want to, you can also book in advance. I'd prefer maybe a week or so, and you can book in advance a lunch. I mean a Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. That was better.